Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. My name is Toastmaster Tawfiq, and I will be your Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting number 79 of Bahrain ID Professionals Toastmasters Club. Please give a big round of virtual applause. Before starting the meeting, I would like to mention 3 important ground rules which we all follow in our Toastmasters online Zoom meeting. Please turn off your mobile phones or put them on silent mode. I mean, only for those who have logged on from their laptops or PCs, not for the ones who have logged in from their mobiles. Please do not crosstalk and put your microphones on mute mode at all the times, unless requested to switch on or during your turn to speak. Please turn on your videos at all times to ensure we can see you, unless you have restrictions. And please do keep your devices away which are interfering, as everybody in their life has a mission to achieve their goals. Likewise, our Toastmasters Club also has a mission. The mission of our Toastmasters Club is to provide a mutually supportive and positive learning environment in which every Toastmaster has the opportunity to develop communication skills and leadership skills, which in turn foster self-confidence and personal growth. Let's all begin this meeting number 79 with a big round of smile. May I have the permission to share the screen, as in BITP we always do something different, and today we have something special that we would like to share with you about the technology, because BITP is all about technology. So here we go. Technology is not always paid, it's also free. So if you're interested in design, you have an option for a free hashtags, for free scheduling, for free ideas, for free video editing, for free analytics, for free learning, for free stock photos, free infographics, free icons, free. So you see, in BITP, we give you lots of free packages and learnings. So do join us, as our immediate international president, also all the way from Malaysia, has joined us. So big round of welcome and applause with us today. With this, now I would like him, and I just want to tell him one thing: use your smile to change the world, but don't let the world change your smile. He reminds me that once he was the VPPR, he grew up in BITP from VPPR to VPE, and now currently serving both as the president of BITP and also area director for 37. Following steps of his predecessor, our immediate president, Toastmaster Ahmed Al-Balushi. Currently, he is also my mentor in BITP, who also pushes me hard in the process of being distinguished Toastmaster. He should be soon, inshallah, and please welcome with a big round of applause, Toastmaster, our president, Muhammad Wikaruddin. The virtual flows and Zoom is all yours, Toastmaster, Muhammad Wikaruddin.
Thank you, acting Sergeant at Arms and our club secretary. He put the energy in the beginning. Thank you, and make us more energetic for our meeting. Hello, Toastmasters, distinguished guests. Good evening. I call this meeting to order. It's my privilege and pleasure to welcome you at Bahrain IT Professional Toastmasters Club meeting number 79. Let me acknowledge presence of guests, dignitaries in this meeting. And here I will give our international president, DTM, Dr. John. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Hi, how are you? I'm suffering jet lag. When I returned from London, I was there for 2 weeks. I was attending my law final summer school. Well, I live in Malaysia. I have been a Toastmaster for 32 years. I served from club to area to division to district director and to international president in 2012 and 2013. I believe in learning is a lifelong journey. Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Thank you. Thank you for being with us, special guest today, all the way from Malaysia. Now,
Sorry, I am a criminologist.
criminologist.
My PhD is in criminology.
Thank you, doctor.
Thank you.
Another guest, all the way coming from India. Thanks for this virtual world. Mr. Wajid Khan, can you introduce yourself, please?
Sorry, I was talking on mute. Hi everyone. My name is Wajid Khan, and I'm having around more than 25 years of experience in IT industry. I'm in Mumbai currently in India. So basically, Mr. Wakaruddin has invited me to join this Toastmaster Club. Thanks for the invitation, Mr. Wakaruddin. Thanks a lot. So basically, my profile is I'm a Unix administrator plus cloud AWS cloud enthusiast plus DevOps engineer plus having cybersecurity experience in IBM QRadar. So basically, I'm a technical person and I like to work in technologies mainly. So I'm looking for a job in Bahrain. If I can get some assistance regarding that, that would be great. Thank you very much.
Thank you for being with us as a guest. Thanks for your introduction. And I hope you will get something if somebody is having a requirement. Thank you. And I have another guest all the way from Kuwait, DTM Nur Muhammad. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Thank you, President, fellow Toastmasters, dear guests, dignitaries, good evening. My name is Nur Muhammad. I am from Kuwait, originally from India, and I have been in IT sector for past 20 years. I run a couple of companies in IT and medical field, and I'm a member of Critical Thinkers Toastmasters Club. I'm very happy to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, DTM Nur. And I hope our membership officer is listening to you. We will accept as well our online application. Since you are an IT professional, join our club. Now we have another guest, Toastmaster Galal. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Thank you for inviting me. I'm from Egypt. I have COVID, but I'm recovering. I've been working in advertising, and I was known all over the Gulf as Mr. Spicy in chicken tikka. I've won many awards in advertising, and as a professor of practice, I want to say that the world is changing. The future is not the way it used to be. I'm a certified life coach. I learned at the age of 77 that I didn't know who I was. And I'm doing a great mega event in Egypt with 3,000 screens and Arfin Khan, life coach, and it's going to change the world. If we teach students today if we teach students today what we learned yesterday, we rob them of tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Galal, all the way coming from Egypt and part of our club. Thank you as a guest. Now I have one more prospects, Mr. Vishal Chaudhary. Can you introduce yourself?
Hi, good evening, everybody. My name is Shishal. Recently, I seen the group in the LinkedIn, and I was looking for this group since long back. And now, thank you to adding me in this wonderful group. I'm a IT professional. I moved from I joined my career journey to the banking, and I moved to IT, and journey is going on, moving to marketing as well. And love to join again. I love to join the group.
Thank you. And our membership Toastmaster Anis will send you the formalities to join our club. Now I can see all our members are waiting for to their speeches and all the role players. Let me explain about our club. Almost 3.5 years, Bahrain IT Professional Toastmasters has created a warm, friendly, supportive environment as we gather each second and fourth Monday of the month at 7:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. to fulfill our mission. As our Sergeant at Arms read out the club mission at his opening speech, our mission originates from our club vision. That is the place to deep community where ambitious speakers and leaders come to learn, and proven orators and interpret pointers continue to grow, share their wisdom. Before we start the next section of this meeting, let us adopt the agenda. I would like to ask Vice President Education, Toastmaster Shakil Sheikh, is there any changes in the agenda which we published?
Yes, Mr. President, because we don't have a few role players. So I think timer bus is not available. So I will take that role. And we also don't have grammarian. Thomas Mahmood, he is traveling, will not be able to join as timer.
And as well as our counter.
And our counter as well, Toastmaster J. I think he also is supposed to join. He did not join, yes.
Okay, then two roles. We need to.
I will take the timer role.
Okay, and we need grammarian and accountant.
Yeah, can somebody volunteer?
Shiva. Oh, thank you. So can you take as a grammarian and accountant? Toastmaster. Yeah.
Can I take the accountant, or would you like me to take the grammarian?
Both, if you can take it.
If possible, both, yeah.
I'm sharing the agenda in the Zoom chat.
Okay, then you
Yeah,
give me a
yes.
minute to get the word of the day.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shiva. With that, so is there any objection from members? Our guest has taken this role as a grammarian and accountant.
There is no objection, Mr.
No
President.
objection.
And I think there is one more change in this agenda. Table topic master, Mr. Amit, also not available. This role is taken over by DTM Khalid Jalal, and he will be joined by 8:15 like that.
Okay, great. So he will be part of our meeting. By that time, he will join, and he also sent the message as well as in our XCOM. Thank you. So we have amended the three changes: accounter, grammarian, and table topic master. With that,
And timer.
and timer, 4 changes.
Yes.
That I declare agenda has been adopted as some changes. Can somebody
I, Toastmaster Ravi, adopted the agenda.
Can somebody, thank you, Toastmaster Ravi. Can somebody second that agenda?
I Toastmaster Shakil second the changes in the agenda.
Thank you. So with that, the journey of Toastmasters started by the moment the person name is Ralph C. Smedley. During his time working in the YMCA in the United States. The purpose of, at that time in 1924, to give community to learn how to speak, conduct meetings, plan programs, work on committees, and he wanted to help them. This is how we gather all our Toastmasters to wonderful opportunity to become effective communicator and a leader. Along with that, just I need to highlight something for our club. Produces lots of leaders in Toastmasters. We have our founder member, DTM Khalid Jalal, who reached up to the district, serve as club board director, as well as he is the person make our club as a division director, area directors. Past year, we have area director Toastmaster Ahmed Balochi, Toastmaster Santosh Abraham. Now the current time, I am also serving as an area director, and Toastmaster Tawfiq also doing as an area director. So in a short span of time, Bahrain IT professional has grown and put the path in the Toastmaster community in Bahrain, Kuwait, Iraq, and Egypt. With that, I would like to give battle to captain of the ship. The person, I believe, his native place, the person, whoever is coming from that place, they are walking. Once they know the path, they reach the goal. I really inspired from him. And the person, first he said no, but he will perform his job to his best. I would like to introduce Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ravi Pulamala. He's our Vice President, Public Relations. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Mr. President. Toastmaster Vikar and fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Keep your smile on your face, as theme of the day today is smile. Smile is not only exercises your face muscles, it also gives strength to face the difficult situations in your day-to-day lives. And with that, it's my privilege to welcome you all the members to Bahrain IT Professionals Toastmasters Club. And now for the benefit of the members and guests, I would like to give the brief about the today's meeting. The meeting will be conducted in 3 sessions. First session for the prepared speeches, where the speakers will deliver their speeches, prepared speeches based on their paths chosen. And second round will be the table topics, where the speakers can think and speak at the time. In this group, the guests also allowed to participate in this session. And the third session will be the evaluation, where the evaluators will evaluate their targeted speakers based on their speeches, and followed by the general evaluation by the general evaluator with his team of inputs. Thank you. With that, now I'll introduce the timer for today's meeting, Toastmaster Shakil Sheikh. Toastmaster Shakil Sheikh, can you please explain about the timer roles, and the Zoom is yours. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day. This is great, and you brought so much energy to this meeting. Let me introduce the timer role. Time is precious and it's very useful. We have to use it carefully. Time is what we all have same, and it's limited. So greetings, Toastmasters, guests. As a timer, I will time the table topic speakers, formal speeches, and evaluations. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and red cards. Let me show you the cards. Yellow and red. Okay, and the timing for the speeches will be, yes, for table topics, the time is limited to no more than 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will raise the green card. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, I will raise the yellow card. At 2 minutes, I will raise the red card. And for those icebreaker speeches, the icebreaker speeches are limited to 4 to 6 minutes in length. At 4 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 5 minutes, I will raise the yellow card. And at 6 minutes, I will raise the red card. For most other speeches, the time is between 5 to 7 minutes in length. At 5 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 6 minutes, I will raise the yellow card. At 7 minutes, I will raise the green card. For individual evaluations, they should be limited between 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I will raise the yellow card. And at 3 minutes, I will raise the red card. Thank you very much. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Timer. Thank you very much for your valuable inputs in terms of using effective time during their term of speech. Now, I would like to introduce grammarian of the day, Toastmaster Shiba. Shiba, the platform is yours. Can you please explain the role of grammarian?
Thank you. Greetings, Toastmaster of the evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I'll take note of any improper language, as well as any outstanding ones, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. For today's word of the day, allow me to share my screen so that I can share the word of the day. Sorry, just a minute. Sorry, I'll just read it, then I'll share it again. One second. The word of the day is agreeable. It means quite enjoyable and pleasurable, pleasant. Example in a sentence is, she was a cheerful and agreeable companion. Other ones that have similar meaning is pleasant, pleasing, enjoyable, pleasurable. And the opposite is disagreeable and unpleasant. It can also mean willing to agree to something. For example, they are agreeable to its publication. On the second row, that is the counter.
Please go ahead, Toastmaster Shiba.
All right.
And Shiba, if possible, please share the word of the day in the chat so that members can, time to time, they will review and they will try to use the word of the day during their speech.
All right, I'll do that. On my second role as the accountant, my purpose will be to note any overused words or filler sounds used as a crunch by anyone who speaks during the meeting. Words may be inappropriate interjections such as and, well, but, so, and you know. Sounds may be or eh. As accountant, I will keep a record of that. And at the end of the meeting, I'll give my report when called upon. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shiva. Thank you very much. Please, everyone, please make the note of the word of the day and try to use the word of the day during their speeches. And now I would like to introduce General Evaluator of the Day, none other than Dynamic Toastmaster, Mr. Pitambaram. Can you please explain the role of the General Evaluators to the speakers and members?
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day, my dear fellow Toastmasters and most honored guests. Good evening to you all. I am Toastmaster Pidambaran, your General Evaluator for this evening, and my role, with the help of the tag team and evaluators, is to closely monitor the entire meeting and, wherever possible, give the best suggestion which is workable in an online meeting. I will be coming again into the screen after the session. So till then, thank you very much. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, General Evaluator. With that note, now we are moving to our first round of the meeting for the prepared speeches. Now, I would like to introduce the Toastmaster Ahmad Al Bulishi to introduce his target speaker. Back to you, Toastmaster Ahmad Al Bulishi.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day. Fellow Toastmasters, dear guests, good evening. I'll be honored tonight to evaluate our colleague, Toastmaster George. His first speech, he will be performing his icebreaker, and the purpose of the speech is for the member to introduce himself to the club and learn the basic structure of public speech. Of course, everyone, we know that icebreaker is something important for any Toastmaster at the beginning of their speech, and I'm sure Toastmaster George, he's a good speaker, and I have seen him before. You have this talent, and I'm sure that you will be doing good. I wish him all the best in his speech. And back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ahmad Al Bulishi. Toastmaster George is a new Toastmaster, and he has more than 17 years of experience in IT field. And now currently he is working as a head of IT governance in AUB United Bank. With that, I would like to pass the Zoom platform to our first speaker, Toastmaster George. The Zoom is yours. Hello, Mr. George. Can you on your camera and proceed with your speech?
Hi, good afternoon to everyone. Hope everyone's okay. I can see this is a big forum from different parts of the world. I'd like to actually welcome Mr. Jalal, or Professor Jalal Zaki. He's a well-known figure, at least to me, and hope he recovers from COVID. I'd like to start by sharing my screen. So basically, I've been looking forward to this presentation under my mentor, Shakil. So let me just Is my screen visible to everyone?
Yes, it is visible.
All right. So I'll kick this off. So basically, before I start, just to highlight to everyone, this is something that I've been trying to develop over a couple of years. Like Ahmed said, I do public speeches for quite some time. Yes, I am a member of the club who's fairly new. So I hope you enjoy it. So first of all, my name is George Faraj. I am, that's me on the screen. I actually have a mixed heritage. Originally, my parents come from the land of the Pharaohs, Egypt, but I was born and brought up in Bahrain, in Manama. And for all those who don't know what who Bahrain is or what Bahrain is a small island in the Middle East next to Saudi Arabia. We are known for a well platformed architecture of buildings, definitely food, and a lot of culture. And lastly, in 2005, we started off with the Formula One. We were the first country in the Middle East to actually have a race, a worldwide race like this performed within anywhere close to the Middle East and Africa. This is where I grew up. So like I said, I actually was born in Bahrain. This is literally a picture of my house. And then over the years, I've developed a significant passion for the sea. So I lately moved into one of the man-made islands in Bahrain called Amwaj. So I actually did that because I have a personal perception of things that I do relating to the beach. Wake up in the morning, go kayaking and swimming practically every day. So I'm an early bird who wakes up at 4:30 in the morning. The other passion that actually developed over the years was cars. So this is a finished product of what I've been working on for the last 14.5 years. It's almost there. This is the latest Biggs. It's not an equivalent to a manufactured Benz in 1967. So let's hope we can finish this by the end of the year. It's been running in my garage for close to 14 years, like I said, but let's hope we get the finished product by the end of the year. Another aspect of things, I studied in Bahrain in a school called Sacred Heart. I'm part of the aluminum club. I actually chair the club at the moment. Flew off to a very, very cold continent, which is Canada. And then due to family reasons, I had to move back to the island. I actually took a gap year that extended for actually 18 months. Within that, I actually moved into construction. So I was a site engineer. I moved then into a fire system company. And lastly, I moved into a plumbing company, although this has nothing to do with my education. Then I decided to go back to school. So I moved back to Egypt for 1.5 years, got a bachelor degree from quite a famous university called Arab Academy for Science and Technology. And then flew back to Bahrain, the homeland, to kick off a career in IT. So my first break was in late 2004. I started off as a support and technical consultant, grew up the ranks to become a professional services group manager, and then grew up the ranks again to move up to pre-sales, which is where I got into public speaking. So I'll stop here for just a GP. In pre-sales, it's a collaboration between technical, sales, product marketing, and as well as management. So people who come from the IT background who enjoy technical and enjoy public speaking, this is a very, very close fit within the industry to actually exercise both the elements of code within the IT space. Moving from there, I was actually covering a very, very large territory. So I was within the space of Africa, Middle East, and India and Pakistan. This is literally where I've been across these three places. Excuse me. So I did this for 11 years. I was actually living out of a suitcase and a hotel room and flights. But surprisingly, this added a lot to my personality and the perspective of how I perceive things and perceive life. So within this presentation, what I've tried to do, I've actually tried to sum this up of how do I look at life after a very, very lengthy 11 years of traveling. Within the traveling, after that, I moved, like I was introduced by TM Ravi, to AUB. I started off as a project manager, grew up the ranks until I became head of governance. I'm sure everyone on the table who comes from an IT background understands what IT governance is. I work as well with my colleague Shakil very, very closely, who comes from a security perspective and background. Back to the point of traveling. So during the years, this has shaped up a lot of the character I am today. And I'd like to share some insights of what traveling can do to a lot of us in terms of how the perspective of things that you look at within life, not only personally, but even on a professional perspective. The first point I'd like to highlight, one of the key elements you learn from traveling is we have nothing to fear but fear itself. So the point to make is if you give it a shot, you might fail, but you might overcome your fear to position more and more of what you'd like to do. The second perspective of it is appreciation. Traveling allows you to learn a lot about things, very, very small things that you tend to appreciate. This is a very famous quote from Voltaire, who actually says, appreciation is a wonderful thing. It makes what is excellent in others belong to us as usual, as well. The other aspect of it is how to comfortably meet with people. I became what is called as a social butterfly. I'm actually known within the community. I have a lot of heritage in terms of people that I deal with, not only professionally, but socially. One of the key members on this platform was Ahmed Belushi. I think we go back probably more than 15 years. We started as a client-customer relationship, and we turned out to be very, very close colleagues and friends. The other part of it is traveling allows you to look at how simple life is. So you tend to appreciate the simplicity of what you can gain from actually traveling. Last and for least is patience. When you sit in airports, in queues, and you miss flights and you lose your baggage, it tends to make you appreciate how very, very well your personal belongings become extremely valuable when you travel. I've lost a couple of baggages. I've slept in airports. I've slept actually literally on the ground in airports. I've got laid off in airports for 48 to 72 hours. So it was an interesting experience within the collective aspect of traveling across the globe. The last and for least is to be thankful, grateful, and blessed. Whenever you travel to different countries, you learn and mix within the cultures of things. You actually appreciate the small elements and the mixture of culture of your background. You tend to exchange not only the language, but you tend to exchange how people perceive things that you say differently in different cultures. I have a lot of examples of that. Meanings in Arabic versus things that are said in the African languages. They mean completely different. They can be insulting in some cases. And I was honored and pleasured to be taught by many people what the words mean. To summarize the presentation in a very, very small snippet, my name is George Faraj. That's me. I'm a new member of Toastmasters. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you enjoyed listening.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Toastmaster George Faraz. Wow, it's really speechless. The way you introduced yourself in front of the BITP team members and guests, it's really extraordinary and marvelous. Really, really, it's appreciated. I would like to call all our members to give him a big round of applause for his wonderful icebreaker speech. Thank you very much, Mr. George Faraz. With that, now I'd like to call our second evaluator, Toastmaster Anish UR Rahman, to introduce as the target speaker. Now the platform is yours, Toastmaster Anish UR Rahman. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, and good evening, everyone. Thanks for the opportunity. Today, I have another exemplary speaker who is going to complete his level 1 speech 2, basically after receiving feedback, we would like to know how Toastmaster Ahmad or Riaz Ahmad is going to deliver his second speech after his icebreaker speech on the evaluations and the pointers which have been already given during his initial icebreaker speech. The objective is to ensure he becomes a great speaker and based on the feedback received from his previous speech. I wish Toastmaster Riaz a great experience and a good speech ahead. Looking forward for the speech. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anishur Rahman. Toastmaster Riaz Ahmad. He is a engineering graduate by his education, and he is an IT delivery personnel in the Middle East over 20 years. Now, I would like to call Toastmaster Riaz Ahmad to deliver his speech. The platform is yours, Mr. Riaz Ahmad.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. As introduced by Toastmaster of the day, Ravi, my name is Riaz, and I joined Toastmaster on June last year. I have given my speech on November last year. So I have been given feedbacks. I have applied those feedbacks not only for the speech today in my life. So I see a big difference on myself, and my colleagues in my office, they are experiencing that. So they are comparing me before I joined Toastmaster, and they are comparing me after I joined Toastmaster. There is a big difference. So I would like to give my sincere thanks to Toastmaster for grooming me. So coming to the second speech, which I have taken was, the speech topic was step into unknown. So I would like to start with a quote that says, to step into the unknown is the only way to expand what is known. And I feel that is very, very true. So what is happening in today's world, the biggest enemy for the people who want to grow is they don't want to step into unknown because of the fear of failures. So I have been experiencing people who have high potential, higher expertise, but they are not able to grow. If you see the background of them, so basically they are not ready to take the responsibility. They're not ready to jump into the unknown zone. They want to stay in the comfort zone. So I want to share a real situation with my friends. I have two of my friends. We studied together. We studied until higher secondary. We studied together, and we have been studying the higher studies in different colleges. But we are always in touch. And, when we complete our education, we are all IT professional. So I get chance to work in one of the Middle East country. The other two of my friends, they get chance to work in different Middle East countries. So we used to have monthly forums. I'm talking about 2000 and 2002, where the Yahoo Messenger was a big platform for the chat. So we started working, and we have been speaking each other. The days are going. After a certain period of time, we can say 5 years, both of my friends, they have some opportunity. Opportunity means they want to take the additional responsibility in their company. I would say friend one and friend two. Both are network professionals. The first one was given additional responsibility of handling sales. He's a technical person, but his company wants him to take an additional responsibility of sales. The same thing with the friend two. He was a network professional, and that company was demanding him to take the ERP. So we all three had the usual monthly chat. Then we were discussing, and they're asking me feedback. So the feedback which I given is, I'm 50-50. I'm not able to give them a correct feedback. But I said there is a positive, there is a negative. So the friend one, the first friend, what he done, he taken a challenge. He step into the unknown. He take a risk, and he take the additional responsibility of sales. But the other guy,
he was feared of failures and ERP something new. He doesn't want to take that role. So after a certain time, after some months, then we had a chat again. The front one who jumped into the unknown, he got promoted as a sales manager, and he was growing very fastly. The other guy is good, but he's not growing. So the moral of this incident sharing was, so you need to jump into the problems. Don't try to be in the comfort zone. Don't try to be in safer zone. Come out of the safe zone. Come out of the comfortable zone so that you see lot of growth in your life. So with that, I want to share a small story regarding this topic. I was going through the stories of the leaders. So I have taken one story of one of the leading CEO of current IT industry. His name is Mr. Eric Yuan, who was the CEO, who is the CEO and founder of Zoom. So of course, we are using his portal. So he was born in China, and he was an engineering graduate, and he got a opportunity to work in WebEx, which was later acquired by Cisco. He was a VP engineering. He was the vice president of engineering. He was in the process of improving the product. Basically, he wanted to bring the video visualization to the WebEx. But unfortunately, he was not able to deliver his ideas in Cisco. So he come out of Cisco, and he was going to the uncomfort zone. He doesn't know what is going to happen, but he's having some ideas in his mind. Like I'm going to make a product which is going to help the world for the video conferencing. So that is the idea. He bring up Zoom, and today if you see Zoom, Zoom is one of the platform which is used in all the industries. You can take education, you can take corporate culture, you can take any of the platform you take. Zoom is there for this one. So he was telling about his success in one of the video. So he was telling that he was not happy. He wanted to deliver some idea with Cisco WebEx. Was not able to do it, and he was seeing all of his customer unhappy when he was in Cisco. So that was the decision. That was the thing which made him to decide to come out of Cisco and to do the wonders in the world. So what I'm trying to explain is that please, as Toastmaster, this group, I know everybody is out of comfort zone. So still, I want to give a brainstorming of please be out of the comfort zone, and you will be leaders in the upcoming days. Thank you, Toastmaster. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Riyaz Ahmad. Really, you delivered a fabulous speech. That's a great of you. Now, before introducing the third speaker of the day, really, I would like to share few words about this speaker. He is a very dangerous speaker in this group of BITP Toastmasters Club. He is having so many personalities. Every hour to hour, he will change his personalities like a specific animal called Usarvelli. He will change all his colors. Unfortunately and unluckily and luckily, he is my colleague in my work environment. Why I'm telling he is having so many multiple personalities? By profession, he is a sales manager. By skills, he is an IT member and a designer and a sports person and an engineering graduate. He used to involve in engineering activities in the company, and he is having multiple hats, not only in the field of ground, everywhere. He involved into multiple groups of multiple Toastmasters clubs, groups, district, and global. Before introducing the third speaker, I would like to call President and Toastmaster Mr. Muhammad Vikaruddin to introduce his speaker. Back to you, Toastmaster Vikaruddin.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. My speaker, the purpose of his project to learn or review basic method for writing speech with defined purpose and well-presented, organized speech of any topic. As evaluator, I would like to see his present, well-organized, well-delivered speech. The speech, it can be humorous, informal, or any style member chooses. The speech content and style should work well together. With that, back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vikar. With that, I will call Toastmaster Tawfiq Abdul Qadir to deliver his speech. And back to you, Toastmaster Tawfiq Abdul Qadir.
The great Albert Einstein quoted that I never teach my pupils. I only provide them with conditions into which they can learn. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ravi, distinguished guest, and my dear fellow Toastmaster members of BITP family. Today, I would like to share my personal experience to you all on how to be an effective coach and share my experience on what I saw. I'm talking about one of my closest pal in here, my mentee, my colleague who just introduced me, the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ravi Pulamala, who's been very pleasing personality today as, you guessed it right, Toastmaster of the day. When I started with him first, it was difficult for me to convince him on how to take the role that I played as VPPR in BITP. He was in a negative mindset to begin with, and he was uncertain with what this change of role from a normal member to become a VPPR, a designer, how would it look like? But then I had to step into his shoes and understand on what issues he may face on his role, or be sensitive to possible roadblocks of what he's been thinking that could oppose. Once I did that, I was able to remove that roadblock and agree with him just to nominate for that VPPR role. It's important for us, whoever takes the role of a mentor or coach, to understand your own viewpoint and able to communicate, empathize with the viewpoints of others too. I wanted him not only to grow, but thrive and be more visible and resilient. To be an effective coach, it's not only a single free size which fits all of us. It's vital and very important to focus and look into the eye and make that contact, connect, interaction with the tailor-made conversation, which will definitely get that output that you are seeking for. It's important for you to show that concern to that individual of what he's capable of becoming, to be engaged. It's the key that strength is brought up and be the main focus. My strategy with Toastmaster Ravi was, I just asked him those important questions. I was very insightful. I was listening actively. I was leading with empathy. During my conversation with Toastmaster Ravi, what approach I use was just ask him the questions on what that excites him. What is that he would like to learn? What is that he would like to take up in the near future? I triggered that. I triggered that talent in him and the skills that were very much existing, but were hidden. I only had to make his strength visible to him, which is now discovered in BITP family. You see that lovely poster and flyer, which is flying all over the net? That's done from our VPPR, and he deserves that big round of applause. Not only in BITP, he reached even to District 20 for Club Growth Director team. As a mentor of Toastmaster Ravi, I just timed it to allow him, to help him, to practice those skills which were there. He is a mechanical engineer and a designer by profession. So it was very easy to inbuild those talents and get the brand manual. He developed recently, autonomously, district designs for the concluded 3-in-1 workshop, the first webinar for Club Growth Director team. He did the designs, he did the videos, he did even the Zoom backdrop. He took the role as of a timer in that event. It was very clear that he had that vision. And I was very clear that I did not expect any miracles. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to disagree. But he's a pleasing personality. And it was only the push that was needed. And he was on his own, that we can see it now. Whether be it active from his mobile device, whether be it active through his designs, posters, flyers, videos, you name it. With looming deadlines that we have in Toastmasters and multiple projects and assignments that we do, it was a bit taxing. But when taken up, it's all showing up. And it's essential to ensure that timely and effectively we give that constructive feedback. And most crucial element is that we appreciate and integrate, collaborate, and celebrate that achievement, which I'm just about to do with all of you now. My mentee, who's just sitting in there with that mobile device, he is not only known to BITP now, not only in District 20, but he's recognized globally because with his designs, with his videos, with his leaflets, he is all over the net. And I just wish to inspire through Toastmaster Ravi that all BITP members, you can shine, you can grow, a cheerful and agreeable companion as what the word of the day, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ravi, you are the one. And back to you. I see. Do you?
Yes, I see, and we all are saying. Thank you, Toastmaster Tawfiq Abdul Qadir, for your wonderful speech. With that, now we are moving to our second session of the day, which is table topics. Now I would like to introduce DTM Khalid Jalal to explain about the table topics. With that, the platform is yours, DTM Khalid Jalal.
Thank you very much, our Toastmaster of the day, and good evening to one and all in this meeting. Do I have permission to share my slide? Thank you very much. I have that one. Can I ask a question? Do you see my credit card number?
Yes, always you are showing now to all our BITP members. Yes, I can see.
Okay, I can see the hand raised by DTM Jalal. You can see my credit card number. No worries. So you can use my credit card number. I can do all the shopping. Toastmasters and our guest. Before I start, I want to know, is there anyone who's not a Toastmaster yet in this meeting?
Yeah, hi Khalid, Wajid Khan here. Actually,
Wajid Khan, yeah, thank you.
today only. Yeah.
Okay, Wajid Khan is 1. Anyone else? No.
Vishal Chaudhary.
Chaudhary.
Yeah, Vishal Chaudhary is there.
Vishal Chaudhary 2. Okay, so we have 2. Okay. Mr. Jalal, you raise your hand for the same answer or for something else? Please.
No, I'm raising my hand to apply for the table topic.
Okay, okay. We'll come to that.
Thank you.
I wish everyone a very good health. And let's start with our table topic session today. Now, what is table topic? Since we have few new joiners, they are not Toastmasters yet. So for everyone's benefit, a table topic is a topic given to you while you are in the meeting without any preparation, and you need to talk about it. It's simple as that. Now, how it works is basically many occasions we are asked some topics or to talk about something if you are in a particular function, or even our organization where we work, our boss asks us to answer something all of a sudden and we are not prepared about it. Now, how we train ourselves to be ready for any occasion to be a speaker. So in this table topic, everything we do is impromptu. That means nothing is prepared. And I will share a topic to all of you, and you're expected to speak for minimum 1 minute to 2 minutes. And usually we give 30 minutes grace period, but try to finish it within 1 to 2 minutes. We all can speak for 1 to 2 minutes, right? In the code, they say if you're silent, that means yes. So I assume that is yes. Now going to next, when I say it's a table topic or impromptu speech, I use the word speech. It's not a talk. It's not a song which you want to sing. It's a speech. In any speech, we have different categories of how we classify something as a speech. But what table topic also teaches us is the ability to train ourselves to be a better listener, better thinker, and better speaker. Because unless we hear very clearly, we don't know what we need to process in our mind. And unless we don't process something in our mind, we don't know what we need to give as an output, what we need to speak. So with such practices which we do in tabletop in Toastmasters, what you call table topic session, is basically practice our listening power, our processing power, and our speaking or speech building power and capability. And as I say, it's a speech. In any speech, we have 3 components. We have the opening, we have the body, and we have a conclusion or a takeaway. Now, when you say opening, that how you start your speech, there should be a start. There should be a body in which you talk about the actual content of your speech. Then you give a conclusion, either a lesson, summary, or takeaway to the audience. So it's simple as that. And there are different ways of answering this. Vishal, I can see your hand is still raised. If you want to ask something, please. Otherwise, please raise your hand, remove your hand, so it will not distract anyone. Thank you. Now, how do we answer a table topic? There are different models. There's no one single order. There's multiple ways we can answer. The most famous method is called PrEP model or PrEP method. PrEP stands for position, reason, example, position. So if you see the first word and the last word is P and P, position, position. So they're exactly the same. And they're actually the same. Now, what does P is position? When a topic is given to you, situation is either you agree to the topic or you disagree to the topic. You have different opinion to something, or you may have the same opinion whatever topic is given to you. For example, the weather in Bahrain is very hot today. So I will say, yes, I do agree. Or I may say, no, compared to something or some other country, it is not that hot. So I disagree with you. So you may agree, you may disagree. There's nothing right, nothing wrong. It's basically what is your answer to that particular topic. The only condition is it should have a start, body, and conclusion. So once you take the position, the topic is given to you. I disagree to what topic is given to me. and I want to give a reason why I disagree or why I agree to the topic. So I support it with a reasoning, and then I give an example from my real life or from everyone's real life, so the person understands. It's very easy that why I'm disagreeing with my reasoning. This is the example. And then I remind the person, this is why I disagree. Because I disagreed here, so I should say I disagree. Right? I do not agree that Toastmaster Vicaruddin is a new Toastmaster, because I've seen him performing very good in different occasions, in contest, in different meetings. I have seen now that is example, I have seen him performing during the DTAC. He was competing with a great speech and he got a second position. That is why I disagree that he is not a new Toastmaster, he's a very experienced Toastmaster. So I supported my argument once again. Now, is that the only way we can answer? The answer is no. It's not the only way. There are many other methods are there. So we spoke about the Pratt model. Something is called AREM, ARM model. That means a topic is given to you, you give your answer. I totally agree Toastmaster Vicaruddin is a great speaker because I've seen him speaking during the DTAC or particular occasion. And you can give an example. For example, he was speaking about a certain topic which was liked by everyone. A lot of people were clapping about his speech given by him. And he also got the third position or first position. And I give a message to every audience that take him as an example in their life and be a speaker like him. So what happened? I'm giving my answer. I'm supporting it with a reason, just like above. I'm supporting my reason with an example, just like above. But here I don't go back to my answer or my position. I give a message on the topic given to me. So slightly different twist. Then there is another method of answering a particular topic is if it is a time bound. For example, we talk about the past, present, future. Toastmaster Vicaruddin, when he joined Toastmaster, at the time he was very weak in terms of giving speech. He was very nervous. Today, we have seen a huge progress. He's a very confident speaker. And I'm sure in the future, with the efforts he is putting on his own development, he will be a world champion of public speaking. Either I can do it in this way, or I can talk about a situation in the past, current situation, and how it's going to affect us in the future. Positive way, negative way, that's again your decision. So there are different ways you can answer, and choice is all yours. I hope it is clear, especially for the newcomers. Any questions so far? Please unmute yourself.
Yes, Khalid, it is clear. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, since there is no further question, I'll go to the next. And if you have looked at the agenda which was shared with everyone in the group, we in every meeting use word of the day, or sometimes we call it WOD, word of the day. And in table topic, since it is part of this particular meeting where the agenda was shared, we use a word of the day, which is in front of you, and try to use this word of the day during the answer or during your speech of 1 to 2 minutes. All is good?
One interruption, Mr. DTM Khalid Jalal. The word of the day has changed to
smile.
Quite enjoyable. The word of the day has changed. It's agreeable.
Okay, so if you can help me put it in the chat so everyone knows the word of the day today.
Yeah, it is already in the chat, Mr.
Okay, thank you very much. So maybe I have copied it wrong, so that's please accept my apology. I took it from the agenda, but
you are correct, but
it was changed during the session by the grammarian.
Okay, excellent. Okay, please put it once again so everyone know word of the day, so it will be easier for everyone. So try to use word of the day in your speech and it'll also give you some benefit. Now, what I'm going to do is I have prepared 5 very simple topics, very simple topics, and maybe funny topics. So enjoy, feel free, enjoy the topic, and you answer or give your speech. Are we all good? Can we go ahead? Yes. So Mr. Jalal raised his hand first, so I'll ask him my first topic. Are you ready, Mr. Jalal?
Yes,
Jalal?
sir.
Yeah, thank you, Tidian Jalal, for joining us from all the way from Egypt. Now,
Thank
the
you.
topic for you is, usually for everyone's benefit once again, topic is read once again, and I keep quiet. But for today, I'll just display it on the screen so you can read it also, because we all want to enjoy the meeting. So, Mr. Jalal, the topic for you is, in the era of artificial intelligence, since we are an IT club, so we talk about a little bit of IT. In the era of artificial intelligence, which is the current era, how can computers make you smile? In the era of artificial intelligence, how can computers make you smile?
Okay.
Ghazi.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to be using the 2 words of the day. Reticence. I am rarely reticent because my mother, when I was young, said, do whatever you want in life, Galal, as long as you're not going to be ashamed or afraid to admit it in public. So I become a very agreeable person. Now, let me tell you, I have very high cholesterol levels and I'm not allowed to eat chocolates. So I hide them in the cupboard, Cadbury, and with hazelnut, and I crawl in at night and I open the cupboard and I start opening the wrapper, and my wife says, Galal, you're eating chocolates and Galaxy too? She has artificial intelligence. She knew from the sound of the wrapper what I was doing and that I was doing something wrong. So artificial intelligence is something that's way past, because I've been living with it for over 50 years with my wife. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Galal. You made all of us smile, and you brought a smile on our face with the example you gave about the wrapper and the chocolate, and how your wife acted as a computer with the artificial intelligence built in her memory to sense that you are heading to the fridge and getting the chocolates.
I would have loved to sing the song for when you're smiling. When you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. When you're laughing, oh, when you're laughing, the sun comes shining through. But when you're crying, you bring on the rain. So, okay, sorry.
I wish both of you a very happy time. Enjoy your time and smile and laugh, and inshallah never you have tears in your eyes. Always smile. Thank you very much for joining us and making us happy and smile. Now, who wants to go for the next topic? Let me maximize the screen and see the hand raised. I don't see any hand raised. Someone said he will take, right? Mr. Wajid Khan? Wajid Khan, you want to try?
Yeah, Khalid, sure.
Let's try. They're very simple, and take them very lightly, very cool, and say whatever you want to say, right? Don't be afraid of anything. No, the topic for you is, again, very simple, very cute, and I'm sure you will love it. And the topic is, a police robot is smiling at you. Is it a good sign or a bad sign? A police robot is smiling at you. Is it a good sign or a bad sign? Our guest, Wajid Khan.
Yeah, hi everyone. Generally when something related to police is there, we have tendency that we get afraid since our childhood. Because I hail from India, and whenever we used to do some mischief, we used to be threatened, saying that police man will take you with you, kind of. So whenever we see police, we generally get afraid. That is a tendency. But yeah, it depends on whether you have committed some mistake or not. If you have committed a mistake, then definitely it is a bad sign. And if you haven't, then it's a good sign that you got a new friend in your circle.
Thank you very much. Yes, indeed. When you have someone like a machine who comes and smiling, you never know whether it is a way designed or it is smiling at you because it has caught you, or it is smiling at you because the robot is welcoming you just like a human being, because they all have the artificial intelligence within them and a lot of data to sense about the individual. So it can be a good sign, it can be a bad sign or danger sign, but being positive, we take everything on a positive. So let's take it as a good sign. Unless we are caught and put in the jail, then we will have a different mindset. Thank you very much for attempting that. Now I go to my third topic, and I want to see a volunteer from the audience. Of course, I cannot ask our GE today, but we do have a guest, DTM Noor Muhammad, one of my favorite DTM, Toastmaster, individual person in District 20, all the way from Kuwait. DTM Noor Muhammad, you want to attempt? Okay, I think he is not with us. So I will ask Toastmaster Shiva. You want to go for the next topic?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, that's great. So a Toastmaster or DTM?
I'm a Toastmaster.
Toastmaster. Okay. So Toastmaster Shiva, the topic for you is again very cute. It's all about smile, the way you're smiling, and you will enjoy the topic. And the topic for you is when men smile more. Let me minimize my screen once again. Sorry for this. When men smile more, why men smile more when she is not his wife? Why men smile more when she is not his wife? Toastmaster Shiva.
Wow, this is interesting. I think men smile more when she's not his wife because, as we know, men love to impress. Now, Mrs. Wife knows the man from A to Z. She has heard all the jokes. She has laughed for so many years, but this is a new one. And I believe the man, Mr. Man, wants to make an impression. He wants to make a new discovery. He wants to look like, everybody loves new things. So he feels that this new person should see them smiling, think of them. When you smile, you look nice, your life is simple and nice. So I think it's everybody, when you meet a new person, you want to smile, you want to make them feel comfortable, you want to make them look at you like easy to speak to person. So I think men will smile because they want to impress, they want to look nice, but also because they are very considerate and they want to make the other person feel comfortable and easy. Thank you. Back to you, Topics Master.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Shiva. Actually, you talked a lot good about the men. Thank you very much. So please give a huge round of applause for appraising all the men. And that's very rare we get such feedback. Actually, it's true. We know our person, we know our partner for a very long time. Sometimes we forget that we also need to give a smile to them. They are a part of life. They are our life partners, right? They sacrifice the entire day and the life for us. But when we see someone else, we don't know the person, we don't know individuals, we don't know what is the mood of the person. So we always give a smile because that's how we try to give a good impression, welcoming impression to the person in front of us. So thank you very much, Toastmaster Shiva, for your wonderful answer. Now I have my next question, which is the fourth question in the list, the second last, and I want to see a volunteer. Anyone want to attempt? Okay, can I ask Toastmaster Ahmed Al-Blushi?
I knew you would, I knew that you will ask me.
Well, we need to ask you. So, Toastmaster Ahmed Saleh Al-Blushi, immediate past president of the club. A very simple and smiley topic for you is, because I know you're smiling. They say, smiling keeps a person fit and young. Smiling keeps a person fit and young. Toastmaster Ahmed Saleh Al-Blushi.
Fellow Toastmaster, dear guests, good evening again.
Good evening.
This is an agreeable sentence. And this is me. I always believe that smiling does not keep you fit and young. Smiling keeps you healthy. It gives you another motivation in life. Think about it. The people who always think about stress and problems, and they keep thinking about these things, what they are doing, that they are just demolishing their health, and they are decreasing the size of happiness that they may have, but they do not notice it. Now, how you get over that? The best thing is smiling. We have something in our religion says that when you smile in the face of your friend or your brother or your colleague, this is a sadaqah, this is a gift, this is something that you are doing, and the other part will feel more comfortable when they are dealing with you. That's why smiling is a gift from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for human being. I'm not saying taking it all the way, smiling everywhere, but imagine those people that you see on the road, and when you pass by them and you see that smile on their face, you will feel more comfortable toward these people, because you will feel that they are from inside, they are white, from inside they are pure people. That's why I totally agree with this sentence, and I believe the people, if you want to have a healthy, fit and young life, then keep smiling all the way. Thank you very much, and back to you, DTM Father.
Thank you very much. Eye-opening speech from you in a very short time. Health is wealth. Health keeps the happiness, or smile keeps the stress away, and actually takes the enzymes which gets produced in the body away, which creates all the stress. And that's why when we smile, it keeps the energy going on and keeps us young, fit, and healthy, and also affects our mental capabilities to be more productive and more better thinker. Thank you very much. And now I'm heading to my last topic of today, and I want to get one volunteer, someone who I have not seen speaking. I have not seen a club president speaking today. Did you speak?
Take Toastmaster Pitambaran. It's okay to have GE, no problem.
Can we ask our GE with our GE's permission? Since you are a guest as well with us. Usually we don't have a role to topic to a role player, but since there's a request, if our GE agrees. This is the toughest question topic I have, by the way. Okay, so Toastmaster Pitambaran, our general evaluator for today, a special guest as well in our club. The topic for you is when and why you smiled where you were not supposed to smile. When and why you smiled where you are not supposed to smile. Toastmaster Pitambaran, our special guest and our GE.
Thank you, Topic Master, my dear friends. It recalls me an incident in 1993 when I was a young soldier. A day when I joined a new ship I happened to meet equally young man like me with a blue eyes and clean shave. Don't misunderstand me. I just gave him a laugh, not just a smile. Just because he was wearing a special type of dress. And at that moment, what happened to me is that he called me into his cabin. Come, let's have a tea. And that moment onwards, he started telling me why you laughed at me. Then seeing this blue eyes, I told him, there was a famous Hindi song, starts like this. "Ye aankhein dekh kar mein sare duniya bhool jate hain." Translate like, by seeing these eyes, blue eyes, I forgot the entire world and I brought laughter to me. He said, you are not wrong because you are not the first person singing this song to me. And he also started laughing with me. I remember that gentleman later when I was about to retire. And he gave me an advice that is, in forces, we know where is our enemy. You are stepping out of this comfort zone of defense services. Please bear in your mind that in the commercial world, it is hard to define your enemy. So don't smile to everyone you meet. Try to laugh the way you did to me. Back to you, Topic Master.
Thank you very much, our John Evaluator. And thank you very much for also crossing the time limit. So you will also be very soft with other members in your evaluation. Fellow Toastmasters and our guests in this meeting, the purpose of table topic is to improve our hearing ability, our thinking process, and impromptu or on-spot preparing a speech and delivering a speech. And also you have seen today, table topics, the topics which we get, it brings some people's old memory back in the mind, just like our general evaluator today. It brings fun in everyone's activities, it brings a smile on everyone's face, the speaker or the listener's face, and keeps us energized once again. And as I said, it is a practice to be used on a regular basis. So we know how to use our senses in terms of listening, thinking, and developing a speech on spot. I wish you all the best. You all have done a great job. And with that, I've come to conclusion of my role. Keep smiling and God bless you all. And back to you, our table topic master.
Thank you, Table Topic Master, DTM Khalid Jalal. You really brought the smiles on all members in today's meeting. It's really a very wonderful table topics. And this is why we call DTM Khalid Jalal as a table topic master in District 20 in all 4 countries. Thank you, DTM Khalid Jalal. With this session, we are closing the round number 2 and we are moving to our 3rd round of the day, which is evaluation. With that, I would like to inform,
as per the agenda, we need to do the business closing. Will not take much time. Then you can give to the evaluation.
Fine. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster of the day. We need to do it fast. I think we are 10 or 15 minutes behind or ahead. So we need to mix and match on that. I will not take much time. Most of our officers, they are on vacation. And since our term 2nd meeting, I agree, we need to move forward to take a report very short and simple. I would like to call our treasurer, Toastmaster Tawfiq, give his report in a brief, only within 1 minute.
Thank you, Mr. President. I will be less than 30 seconds, rest assured. I have BD 105 in the kitty of BITP, and we have received 2 additional member fees. That's all we have for our kitty in BITP. 30 seconds and back to you.
Thank you for your rapid fire report, and later another meeting we can give more on that. Now next to go to our Toastmaster of the day, VPPR, your report please.
Toastmaster, Mr. President, Toastmaster Vikaruddin, as a VPPR, I am publishing and making a post in all social media and also joining with the other groups to make our group more visible all over the social media. With that, I'll give you the detailed report of the followers and members who are liking and following our team by the next meeting. And with that, back to you, Mr. Toastmaster President.
Thank you. Now next move on, we'll go to our Vice President membership.
Thank you, President. We have 2 committed members and we have received payment. So one of the member could not join us for induction today, but however, inshallah, soon he'll be joining us. We have more interest coming up in line, but in due time, inshallah, they'll be joining us soon. Thank you.
Thank you. And now next our inline Toastmaster Shakil Sheikh, VP Education.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. We are working on the club success plan and also the pathways and completion of the pathways of each member. And that will make us President Distinguished Club very soon. So it is work in progress. It will be presented by the next meeting, inshallah.
Thank you all of us, and thank you for your brief report. Just I would like to make announcement. District already announced the awards for CGD and PQD. So this we need to work on that based on our club success plan, as well as we need to work. Division C also announced award. It's a mix and match. If you do district award, if you do for the division, one and the same meaning, so we are getting double reward for that. So we will work on that. Thank you. And as I said, there's a brief of our plan. Later in our upcoming meeting, we'll share our more report. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vikaruddin. I hope with that we can move without any breaks to the next round of the day, which is evaluation. Now I'd like to call our general evaluator, Toastmaster Pitambaram, to take the platform. Back to you, Toastmaster Pitambaram.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the day and my dear Toastmasters. Good evening to you all once again. And today we had an agreeable meeting where every member of the club were eager to contribute their role. Be it from the Sajana term till the last business session, everything was happened for a reason and with a purpose. The purpose is that we have exhibited the clear leadership capability of the club. We have exhibited the communication capability of its members. And above all, a wonderful table topic with an education session. It was the icing on the cake. So we have a session which filled with reviews now. That is what my role today be. I don't want to be, in fact, go into that details of minute thing. What I wish to have with all your agreeable way of Toastmaster is that to look into what we did and how we could have done it better. So towards that, we need to take certain reports from the role players. First, let me call the timer Toastmaster Shakil Sheikh to give the time taken by the speakers and the table topic commentators so far. Toastmaster Shakil.
Thank you, General Evaluator. The report of the time is as following. For the prepared speeches, Toastmaster George took 8 minutes and 35 seconds. And this was his icebreaker speech. Toastmaster Riaz Ahmed, he took 6 minutes. It was his standard speech. Toastmaster Tawfiq took 7 minutes and 15 seconds. Now for the table topics, Toastmaster Galal took 1 minute and 5 seconds. Mr. Wajid Khan took 50 seconds. Toastmaster Shiba took 1 minute and 28 seconds. Toastmaster Ahmed Al-Baluchi, he took 1 minute and 45 seconds. And yourself, General Evaluator, you took 2 minutes and 37 seconds.
Thank you very much. That means there is one disqualification in the prepared speeches, that is of the
Yes.
icebreaker speech, and one disqualification in terms of time in the table topic session.
Table
Thank you very
topics,
much.
correct.
So if you have voting or anything, the moderator, whoever is doing that, you can prepare it.
Yeah, we are already prepared. Just we need to finish early with our evaluation. Then we launch.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. Thank you very much. So we had a wonderful speech, icebreaker speech from Toastmaster George Faraj. Now, to evaluate Toastmaster George's speech, may I invite one second.
Ahmed Baluchi.
Yeah, Toastmaster Ahmed Al-Baluchi. Toastmaster Ahmed Al-Baluchi, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Mr. General Evaluator. Today, I was evaluating Toastmaster George Faraj in his icebreaker speech. But I know Toastmaster George for a long time, and I know that he's a good speaker, actually. Maybe in the Toastmaster or as an icebreaker, he needs to know the rules of how to perform icebreaker, and he did it excellently. George started his speech with an excellent entry using a presentation to talk about himself. He provided lovely information about Bahrain during his childhood, his education experience, and how he started his professional career, and how it has been developed during the years by he stopped his education period, then he restarted it again later on in Egypt. Moreover, I love the quotes that he was providing at the end of his speech, which reflect his mentality of getting inspired by those who have positive experience in life. The information that he provided is the best when a Toastmaster starts the icebreaker, and I congratulate him for that. Well done. Now, to go a step forward, or let me see that I would love to provide some tips for his future speeches, where I recommend him to prepare the position that he's sitting, the lighting and the position, the way that he says, because it affects the audience. It will affect how he's attracting the audience when he do his speech. So this is very important to prepare your lighting and position. The same thing goes when you are in a physical place. Now, the other thing is that I would love to see George moving around. When I say that he's performing his next speech, I would love to see him because I know that he has that talent. I would love to see him moving around with gestures and doing better movement on the stage and utilizing the stage, either it was a remote virtual or it was in a physical place. Moving on the stage will give him better confidence in his future speeches, and this is something very important for any speaker. Utilizing the stage in a proper way is a great and excellent experience where Toastmasters or any speaker, they need to utilize to the max. Apart from that, and apart from these 2 or 3 recommendations, I congratulate Toastmaster George for sharing such lovely speech with us. a beautiful presentation with pleasant memories and the quotes. I love the quotes that he presented to us and the experience that he shared it with us. I can see him as a professional speaker shortly in the future, inshallah. Thank you, and back to you, Mr. General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Ahmad Saleh Al-Balushi, for giving a wonderful feedback for a travelogue-like icebreaker speech. And I congratulate Toastmaster George Faraj for taking up your journey in Toastmasters. And I am lucky that I witnessed a wonderful icebreaker speech today. Congratulations, and thank you very much, Toastmaster George Faraj and Toastmaster Ahmad Al-Balushi. Coming to the second evaluator, may I invite Toastmaster Anisur Rahman to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Riaz Ahmad.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for the opportunity. And today I'll be evaluating speech of Toastmaster Riaz. He started with a very great topic. Step into the unknown. Isn't it required? The need of the hour, any era, I would say. Toastmaster Riaz has been setting across a great example of never giving up as a person, as a leader, I would say, right? He said himself that his last speech was almost a couple of months back, right? I mean, imagine coming from November and then taking up the challenge and being the another leader of, growing to the next stage. He has showed across how exactly Toastmaster has helped him to enhance his capabilities from being before joining Toastmasters and also after he joined Toastmasters, right? There was a great message with life example of two friends. Is it not right? When you don't hang on to the opportunity, you stay back, right? How beautifully did he make the story of two friends where one went on to grab the opportunity of becoming a salesperson. The other was scared to take an opportunity of an ERP. Why? I mean, change is consistent. You are consistent with your role, you stay back. And this is what happened. And this is a great message where he could have missed, where he's passed it on to the people around. Well, he can be more positive, right? He can be much more better speaker, and I know him as a speaker. He's very influential. He's a great personality, and with this certain points, definitely he has to make sure would include reading, right? When you are coming for the speech, make sure you have practiced your speech. I felt at one point of time it was more of a screen reading. I mean, definitely being, you could say it's a digital online, but you need to imagine that you are in front of an audience where you look around and say, okay, fine, guys, this is what it is. You are delivering to a set of audience who are listening to you. You had a great speech and you are impacting their minds. So make sure you avoid the screen reading and you practice your speech. Next, internet. Something which is unavoidable, but always it's very must you at least check with the Toastmaster of the day or the audience telling, guys, am I audible and clear? I think this should go as a basic for online, but it's a must. I felt at one point your internet is what set you back. Definitely body movements. You need to cover the stage online, still your hand expression, maybe from your back, you say, man, my friend, I'll go back to my case and say, yes, this is what has happened. And then end of the day, you did positive on a, did you do close on a positive note with story of Eric On saying how exactly was his inspiration to become much better on the technology and how he's improved it. Well, to close this, my suggestion should be have enough practice, have enough body movements and avoid screen reading. And then you are indeed a great speaker and I wish you all the best. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Anis, for pinpointing exactly where the speaker needs to improve when it comes to his speaking ability and giving apt recommendations where exactly it needed. Thank you very much once again, and congratulations to the speaker, Toastmaster Riaz Ahmad. Now to evaluate the third speaker's speech, let me invite Toastmaster Muhammad Vikaruddin Toastmaster Vikaruddin, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My speaker, Toastmaster Tawfiq, make me very attentive, not to me as well as the audience, making that speech to be more listen, what is coming next, what is coming next. He is sharing his story with his mentee all about a good relationship between these two. I really inspired from their work as a colleague as well as Toastmasters, but I don't know beyond that. But very wonderful speech, make this happen and make me more happy. And he has given instruction and making mentor and giving more about himself about that speech. I really inspired, number one, the way he's going, okay, make mistake and learn more. That is an inspiration from the speech. Number two, I really inspired from the speech where he is delivering his speech from his heart about the story, which I really inspired from that. Number three, I really inspired the way which he present, like I am listening like a keynote speech. It's really inspiring to me. Overall, the great speech of my speaker. Now, always, I remember there is a chance of improvement. Number one improvement, the speech which you delivered is not about writing a speech about the project. It is looking like mentor and mentor relationship. Maybe you are ahead of your one of another project. Number two, you can, I notice the screen maybe little bit is not exactly the straight it should be. It's looking like little bit side. If you can avoid, that will be much better. And number three, you can give some kind of a hint or give some kind of papers showing that you have write your speech because the new project. Overall, I enjoyed your speech from the start till the end. I was thinking when it will finish. It is not finishing. I am more focused on listening more on you. Maybe you can apply for the speech on your mentor-mentee relationship, make more inspired to the audience. That's it from my side. And back to our general evaluator because saving of time.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Vikaruddin, for giving an agreeable evaluation for another agreeable speech. Thank you once again, both the speaker and the evaluator. Now it is coming to a different part. That is, the evaluators did their job. Now it is time for me to make it as short as possible and give best what I can give for you in return for choice of me as the general evaluator today. First of all, I wish to congratulate the club altogether for starting their meeting on time and the Sergeant for bringing the right energy and spirit for every club meeting. Here for Sergeant, I request you to know that whenever in an online meeting, please advise the audience to switch off their camera when they are going off screen. Otherwise, it may be having some sort of limit or moments which may not be that much comfortable. Coming to the presidential address, of course, presidents took the control and made our introduction of the guest. Everything went smooth. To President, of course, I know I will be giving more recommendations to you, especially because we are in the same boat. So my recommendation to you is that you forget to tell the meeting number when you call the meeting to order. You can say, it's my suggestion, of course, that I call meeting number 79 to order, something like that, so that everyone is aware about the meeting number. Second thing, what I noticed that you didn't mark the apologies. The quorum was not established. Even it need to be done at least before the business session. So you skip that part. Of course, you ask for any members or anything, but particularly the quorum was not established. And while adopting the agenda, my suggestion is that someone to follow the parliamentary procedures and say, I so and so propose to adopt the agenda with the changes, whatever the changes 1, 2, 3 given. So that will make the agenda is adopted in the right spirit, and whoever is seconding it can second the motion. Overall, a great beginning for that session. And coming to the Toastmaster of the day, a wonderful personality, Toastmaster Ravi. I'm not new to him, I believe, and I know I'm not new to any of the club members because we have a good interaction altogether. Toastmaster Ravi, you were doing your role extremely well with right intervention where you need to step in with the right spirit of conducting the meeting in the professional way. I have one suggestion for you, that is when the speaker, any speaker, when completes an icebreaker speech or a path completion, we have a tradition to give a standing ovation. So that can be considered. And second thing is, when you read out the title of the speech, the title, the speaker, and the title. Try to follow this so that the audience and everyone is aware about this thing. Otherwise, a fantastic way of conducting Toastmasters role today. And I'm keep on getting messages from our valuable president that we need to cut short as early as possible for attending some reasons. Toastmaster Vikarudin, I can take a note of it. So next is about timer. Did timer given all these informations and exact details of the meeting? I request the timer to follow the script as ladies and gentlemen, of course, there is only one lady present over here. So may I quickly, because there is something which I want to say, but due to the paucity of time, may I take the time taken by the evaluator from the timer?
Yes, General Evaluator, just 1 second, I'll give the time. First evaluator, Toastmaster Ahmed, he took 2 minutes and 57 seconds. Second evaluator, Toastmaster Anis, he took 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Third evaluator, Toastmaster Vikarudin, he took 2 minutes and 46 seconds. All are within time.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Shakib. And a quick mention to table topic master, that is everything you did so well, including asking question to me. And may I take the report from the grammarian come counter for today? Toastmaster Sheba.
Thank you, General Evaluator. I was afraid you were forgetting me.
No.
Thank you. I'll give the counter report first. I listened very carefully, and this is the report that I have from the counter. Our TMOD and 1A and 1H. Our first speaker, George, had several R's and S, and he used 3 finger ones, actually, literary, and then. The evaluator, Hamed Sane, excuse me if I pronounce your name wrongly. He didn't have any R or L. Our second speaker, Hamed, and a few R's and used a finger one, so. Our timer had 1R and 1A. That is all for the counter. General Evaluator, should I go on with my grammarian report? Thank you. There was great grammar.
Yes,
yes, there was great. There was good language used in the meeting, but I would like to mention just a few. From speaker number 1, he had very great language, and I would like to mention a few of the phrases that I really took from his speech. He said, living out of a suitcase added to how I perceive my life. Another one is, we have nothing to fear but fear itself. He said, appreciation makes what is excellent in others belong to us as well. A simple life is a reward itself, and patience is your best friend. I loved that. Was good language and something that I can take away from his speech. The second speaker had great language. I have 2 phrases that I've taken from him. Stepping into the unknown is expanding the known. Very good. And come out of the comfort zone. That is something I try to tell myself every day. Speaker number 3, Tofik, had great language, and I would like to mention just a few. He said, be more visible and resilient. He told us it's not a single size that fits us all. And something like tailor-made connection. It's okay to make mistakes, and it's okay to disagree. The use of okay to emphasize one sentence, 2 issues. That was very good. On the use of the word of the day, our first speaker used the word of the day once.
Madam Gramigan, just to interrupt you, somebody can extend only for 5 minutes so we can conclude our meeting.
All right.
Extension.
Yes,
I can just. Master Tawfiq propose extension of 5 minutes.
And can somebody second?
I, Toastmaster Shakil, second the extension of time.
5 minutes. Okay, thank you. Continue, Madam.
Thank you. I just wanted to say the word of the day was used 5 times. First by the first speaker, by the third speaker, the table topics master used it once. One topic speaker, Mr. Zaki, used it once. Hamed Saleh used it once, and our general evaluator has used it twice. Just one usage of grammar that I would like to mention before I end. Someone said, who is gonna deliver? It is supposed to be who is going to deliver. Thank you for your time, and back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Sheba Siganga. In fact, I wanted to call you at the last for giving your report so that no, you can cover whatever mistakes even I could do during my presentation. Thank you very much with this. Let me give the control back because our president is in a super hurry. Control back to the Master of Ceremony. Thank you very much.
Thank you, General Evaluator, for a wonderful evaluation.
Yeah, poll has been launched, so somebody vote for the best speaker, best role player, best table topic. Can you vote?
I can't submit the button. I don't know why.
I think speaker number 3 is Tawfiq, and it is showing Toastmaster Sheba.
Why I'm not able to submit?
You have to click all of them.
Yeah, okay.
Done. Thank you very much.
Done from my side.
Okay, done everybody. Okay, thank you. You have already given control to me, Toastmaster of the day.
You taken already as a president rights.
No. I was just launched the poll because we are short of time and we extended 5 minutes, so only 3 minutes left. So I will not make much more time as per the agenda. And I will go with as a award for the best table topic speaker. Who is that? Tell me fast. We don't have time, only 3 minutes. Now the best speaker.
Speaker number 1.
Yes, of course. Thank you, TMOD. You make help me on that. The best speaker table topic is Toastmaster Jalal Zaki. And
we congratulate you.
Hope you will recover very fast.
Congratulations.
For COVID. Now the best role player. Of course, no question. And
No
TMOD.
questions.
So the
TMOD.
best role body. And who is the best evaluator?
No questions. Again, it's
okay. The best speaker this time is Toastmaster Anis. Congratulations.
Anis. Really good. Yes.
And now the best speaker. There is a tie between 2 speakers, but none other than Toastmaster, one and only one in the district. Toastmaster Tawfiq, congratulations. And with that, still we have two more minutes and we don't have any guest feedback. Now we would like to know the feedback from Toastmaster Jalal.
Thank you so much for inviting me, and it's the first time I join when I have COVID, and thank you so much. And Khamis Al Muqla, please give my best regards to Khamis in Bahrain. He's a lovely man, and you're a lovely country. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you so much, and thanks to Rescue the Role Play, Toastmaster Shiba, for giving that role as a grammarian and accountant. Thanks to Toastmaster Shakil, our VP, take the timer role. Thanks to our guest, Wajid, and what a wonderful speech I have seen so far as the icebreaker, Toastmaster George. I think we can use you as a keynote speech in some other time in our open house. So I wish you can join with us in the open house where we'll meet as a physical. I think that will be much more better, especially to Toastmaster George. I believe our VP Education will arrange that workshop. We want to see you as a keynote speech. And thanks to Wajid Khan and thanks to DTM Khalid Jalal. Last moment he accepted as a
Thank you.
Table topic master.
Thank you everyone. Yeah. It was a nice session.
To all members, already we have make our meeting exactly 5-minute extension. I, Toastmaster Vicaruddin, meeting adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't break your dining table glass.